Hello everybody. In our earlier session, we have discussed how to deploy GraphQL API. Okay, so our GraphQL API is live now. Okay, now in this video, we will just discuss how to connect frontend to our GraphQL API. Okay, so for that purpose, we will require here a user interface that will interact with our API, right? So in this case, we will here design one form with one button, okay, which will contain create todos and fetch list in it. Okay, so see here, manually we will not going to write code to design a user interface. Okay, so instead of that, what we will do is let us open official documentation of Amplify AWS. Okay, so this is a official documentation. So here I have just selected, see, React Native tab. Okay, so select React Native and click here on this connect API and database to the app tab. Okay, so you will be landed in this particular page. Okay, now you just scroll down this particular page. Okay, so here see our point of discussion they have mentioned, that is connecting frontend to API. Okay, so here they have just mentioned example where they have already created user interface. Okay, so what we will do is we will just copy this particular code. Okay, you just copy this particular code, then open your project. Okay, open app.js. In your app.js existing code will be there. You have to delete it, select all and delete it. Okay, and then right click and paste the code that we have copied from this official documentation. Okay, now after performing this particular step, here you have to make some changes. Okay, so initially see they have imported in the original code, they have imported some modules. Okay, so regarding these two modules, create todo and list todo, actually in the code that we have copied, they have tried to import it from source directory. Okay, but here if you observe project, src directory is not mentioned directly. Okay, so actually where the mutation and queries, create todo and list todo definition is stored in mutation and queries, and they are there in the GraphQL folder. Okay, but this directory is not there. Okay, so but GraphQL they have mentioned, see here GraphQL, and in GraphQL actually there is mutation.js and queries.js file is mentioned. Okay, so here you have to make one change. You have to remove this src, because by default we are not going to store it in src directory directly, it is just going to store it in GraphQL. Okay, so this is first change. Okay, let me save this particular change. Okay, now let us discuss important part of this particular code. Okay, so here see it is assumed that you are comfortable with the basic concept of hooks in React Native, and also you are comfortable with basic concepts of GraphQL like mutation, queries and so on. In our earlier video we have already discussed, okay, this schema file. Okay, schema, how to generate the schema for the GraphQL. Okay, so now when components are loaded, at that time this use effect hook is invoked, and see when this use effect hook is invoked, then it will just call this fetch todos function. Okay, now here see they have defined fetch todos function. Okay, now see what code they have mentioned in fetch todos function is it uses API category to call app sync GraphQL API. Okay, now what I'm saying, this in this fetch todo function, it uses this API category. See this API category to call this GraphQL API. Okay, with list todo query. This is a query. Okay, means it will just retrieve all the todos which are mentioned, and it will just store it in todo data. Okay, and then finally from that todo data items will get retrieved and they are stored in todos. Okay, and at the end this todos is passed to set todos function. Okay, and set todo function where we create, see here we create a set todo function. Okay, so if you are not comfortable with the how to design the form with the hooks in the React Native, then I request you, rather I recommend you to please go through that particular point and then proceed with this. Okay, so this is all about fetch todos function. Okay, so one more function they have mentioned, that is add todo. Okay, so in case of add Todo, again see they use this API category to call this GraphQL API. Okay, with create Todo. Now create Todo is a mutation. Here it is not a query. In case of fetch Todos, list Todo is a query. Okay, but in case of add Todo, create Todo is a mutation. So what is difference between query and mutation is, see, create Todo mutation accepts an argument that contains the variable needed for the mutation. So it accepts this particular argument which contains the variable for processing this particular query. Okay, so this is the description, and at the end see two text input they have taken. Okay, first one is for name, second one is for description, and one button is placed. So when we click on this particular button, then see on press add Todo function will call. Okay, so this function will call and new Todo will be created. Okay, now here this is the user interface. Okay, now see, if you want to execute this particular code, now what will happen after execution of this particular code is you will get one UI. Okay, on that UI you will get these two text field. First one is for name, second one is for description. So you have to provide name, you have to provide description, and when you click on this particular button, then that Todo will be created. And here if you observe these two statements, whatever Todo name that we have given, that Todo name will get displayed on the same form with its description. So these two text field again taken to display whatever Todo that we have created. Okay, now if you want to execute this particular code, then you have to open terminal. Okay, open terminal, and here we have to just execute one command, that is react hyphen native space run hyphen android. Okay, now before execution of this particular command, I just want to explain one more point, that is before execution of this command, just open your package.json file. Okay, this file. Okay, now in this file under dependency categories, okay, you have to check for these three dependencies. Okay, first one is what? React Native Community Netinfo, second one is AWS Amplify, and third one is GraphQL. Okay, sometime it may happen like even after following all the steps which we have mentioned since last few videos, this dependency may not be present in your package.json file. Okay, if they are not there, then definitely you will not get proper output. Okay, so before execution of this React Native Run Android command, you have to check for these dependencies. If they are not there, then you have to install it manually. Okay, how to install these dependencies, how to install this React Native Community Netinfo, then AWS Amplify and GraphQL. So command to install these dependencies, I will just put it in the description box of this particular video. Okay, so if they are not there, you just go through description box. First of all, execute those commands which will install all three dependencies. Okay, and then proceed with this command. Okay, now I am going to execute this particular code. Okay, so here in the terminal press enter. Okay, so here see we have got output of our program. Okay, so here you can provide some name. Okay, so let us provide name as suppose Manoj. You can provide any data. Okay, Manoj, and let us provide description for the Manoj. Suppose he is engineer. Okay, and now as I said earlier, okay, so let me open first app.js file so that you will get its meaning. Just a minute. Okay, so here this is a code of app.js file. Okay, let me close terminal. Okay, so these are see these two text input. First one is for name, second one is for description, and here this is create Todo button. Okay, so when we click on this button, then add Todo function will get called. So this function will get called, and name Manoj and its description will be he is an engineer will get stored. Okay, and then finally again in this todos, if you observe these two text field, actually here there are two text field which are initially empty, but when we click on this particular button, at that time this Manoj and he is engineer will get display somewhere here. Okay, so let me give you demo of this. See here, Manoj and his description we are getting here. Similarly, you can provide one more record. Okay, let us pass second record as Manasi. Okay, and suppose she is teacher. Okay, so again when we click on this particular button, Mansi and she's teacher will get display somewhere here. Okay, so see here. Okay, so here we have successfully deployed our API, GraphQL API, and we have connected this Todo app with our GraphQL API. Okay, so here see we have completed the first feature. Okay, that is adding API in our Amplify framework. Okay, so in our next video we will just discuss how to add next feature, that is authentication feature in our project. Okay, so if you find any difficulty in understanding any point, then you can ask your queries through comments. Okay, that's all for this session. Stay tuned for further updates.